5 Festool plunge saws, 5 very different strengths. Stay to the end because the top 2 are close, but they are built for very different kinds of work. In 5th place is the classic All-Rounder. I'll be honest, this is still a very capable saw, and for sheet goods, doors, and flooring, it can make extremely clean and controlled cuts. The 6 1/4 inch blade gives you a 2 1/8 inch cutting depth, and the -1 degree bevel is useful when you need a slight undercut. The spring-loaded riving knife also helps reduce binding, which matters when you are cutting long panels and want the saw to stay calm on the rail. But here is the issue. Compared with the newer models, it gives you less depth, no active kickback stop system, and no guide rail in the package. On paper, none of that sounds dramatic. In daily use, though, the TS60 simply gives you more capability at the same listed weight. This model makes sense for someone who wants a proven, compact Festool saw for normal shop work and does not need maximum depth or cordless freedom. But if mobility matters more than simplicity, the next model is more interesting. Links to all products in this review at the best available prices are in the description below the video. Fourth place goes to the cordless option, and this is where the difference becomes obvious. No power cord trailing across the floor, no searching for an outlet, and no cable catching on the edge of a panel. In practice, that freedom is the main reason to buy it. It uses 2 18-volt batteries, has a brushless motor, and includes kickback stop, which can rapidly stop the blade when kickback is detected. The included dust bag is also handy when bringing a full extractor is not practical, but the basic package is exactly that. Basic. You still need batteries, a charger, and a guide rail. Add those parts and the total setup becomes more expensive and heavier. It also has the same cutting depth as the TS55, so cordless freedom does not give you extra capacity. Choose this one for installation work, remodeling, or jobs where a cable is simply annoying. If you work mostly with thick stock, though, the next saw is in another league. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if this comparison is helping you. Third place goes to the big machine in the group. This is the one you look at when a normal track saw does not cut deep enough. Its 8 1/4 inch blade reaches up to 3 inches without the rail, so thick doors, solid wood, and stacked sheet goods are much easier to handle in one pass. The package also includes a 75-inch guide rail, which is a real advantage for long, straight cuts. But size is also the trade-off. At 13.6 pounds, it feels noticeably heavier and less nimble than the smaller saws. It runs slower, has no negative bevel setting, and does not use the newer kickback stop system. That is not a deal breaker, but you should know it before buying. This is the right choice when depth and power matter more than easy handling. For cabinet panels and finished surfaces, however, the next model offers something the TS75 cannot: an integrated scoring blade. Second place goes to the specialist for clean panel work. What stood out to me immediately is that this saw is not only cutting the material, it prepares the surface first with a separate scoring blade. That matters with veneered boards, laminate, and coated panels. The scoring blade helps reduce tear out on both faces, so the edge can come off the rail looking much closer to a finished cut. You also get strong cutting depth, a brushless motor, kickback stop, and the long guide rail in the package. But there is a price for that precision. The machine is heavier, the scoring system needs adjustment and maintenance, and the bevel range stops at 45 degrees. It is also more complex than the standard TS60, which makes it less attractive for simple rough cutting. Choose this model when edge quality is the priority and you regularly work with expensive sheet material. But for the broadest mix of jobs, the #1 saw is easier to recommend. At #1 is the most balanced saw in this comparison. For me, this is the model that combines the fewest compromises with the widest range of practical uses. You get more cutting depth than the 55 series saws, but the listed weight stays at 10.58 pounds. The high-speed brushless motor, kickback stop, negative bevel setting, and compatibility with both long guide rails and cross-cutting rails make it useful for panels, doors, flooring, and solid wood. The main limitation is simple. The guide rail is not included. It also cannot match the TS75 for maximum depth, and it does not have the scoring blade of the TS-V60. But those are specialized strengths, while this saw stays easier to carry and simpler to use. If you want one Festool plunge saw for the widest range of professional work, this is the strongest overall choice. It is not the best at every single task, but it is the model that makes the most sense most often. Check the top-ranked models through the links in the description below the video. And remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more honest product comparisons.